I'm Dr. Nathalie Edmond, and welcome to day 6 of the meditation invitation, or challenge if you prefer to be challenged in this way. So we have been exploring so many different forms of meditation. And today we are focused on variations of a body scan. So the body or sensations can be an object of meditation. Sometimes that can be challenging to focus on the body. Perhaps we don't have the friendliest relationship to our bodies. Perhaps we've learned to be disconnected from the bodies, or there's just too much noise. So the body scan, there's so many different kinds of body scans. I think that our bodies can really give us a lot of information about how we are relating to the world around us, how we are relating to the internal chatter and the images that flow around in our minds. Sometimes our bodies can be stressed. Sometimes our bodies can be numb. Sometimes our bodies are joyous. Do you know the different rhythms of your body? Do you know where you carry tension? Do you notice that your body will give you information before your mind has created the story about what it thinks it is? These are all things that the body has an amazing ability to do. How do we cultivate this friendliness or steadiness or groundedness of being in this body no matter what is happening around us? Some call that equanimity. So variations of body scans, right? So feel free to check out some of my body scan meditations on the mmcounselingcenter.com website, the mindfulness and yoga tab. So traditional body scans, can be anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes. And you start at your toes because it's kind of like the farthest away from your head. And you can start with your toes and just notice the sensations in the toes, maybe starting your left toes, and perhaps just naming them, noting, pleasant, unpleasant, neutral. And you just keep moving up the body. Inevitably, you'll kind of lose your place, or maybe be a little over focused, and finding some sweet spot in between, and just noticing. And keep coming back, going all the way up the one leg, then up the other leg, up through the hips and the chest, up to the face. That's one option. There's also a welcoming the body, which I think is like perhaps a way that you welcome the day, where you just like welcome your toes and your legs and your belly and your cheeks. You just welcome body part by body part to the day. It's a way to kind of check in to see what am I bringing into this day? Or perhaps it's a way to say goodbye at the end of the day. I think another really nice thing about the body scan is how do we start to perhaps not be so reactive to parts of the body that feel one way or another. Perhaps we're dealing with pain, and how do we breathe into that, whatever it might be, so that we're not so caught up in like good, bad, but it just is. And how do we expand to open ourselves up rather than contracting and tightening? Because if we're feeling pain, it's definitely going to make it worse when we contract. So I have this bedtime meditation, which is another way to perhaps just honor the body at the end of the day. There's also the irest yoga nidra, which is translated as yogic sleep. This idea that even when we sleep, sometimes we don't really feel restored. And that this 20-minute practice can be the equivalent of 2 to 4 hours of sleep, restful sleep. So check out some of the guided practices. See which one lands for you. What kind of body scan meditation or bedtime meditation or yoga nidra practice? What voices do you like? Where do you find yourself kind of getting lost? Maybe you need more rest because you're just falling asleep whenever you try to do some of these guided practices. It's all information. So I hope to see you again as we wind down this practice.